really don't know what's happening, but it's here and it's happening. Tuesday, June 30th. Welcome in. We are 90 days out from September 28th. Your DTD2, your calling, your Ys and your Zs, and your texting, your Ms. And we are on a Tuesday. We're going to be heading into, of course, Breakthrough Club. KW Breakthrough Club takes place every weekday from 9 to noon. Your chance to make sure you're doing your lead gen. Whatever you do for lead gen, whether you're talking to people, texting people, working on marketing, whatever you're doing to make sure that you're having enough conversations to hit your goals, we've got that space for you. A little velvet rope around 9 to noon. You can go there and click your way in. Super simple. Join us at kwbreakthroughclub.com or click the link in the morning news. Also at 9 o'clock, if you're in conversation with the Brittany Goodale, Pathway to Success takes place here in Portsmouth this morning. That starts at 9. At 11 o'clock, we get the Wealthy Agent webinar, and that is online. It's a Zoom link. You can click it. You're going to join our dear friend, Matthew Erdman. He is operating principal for Greater Hartford, and he's having a conversation about what you're doing with the wealth that you're creating. What are you doing with the wealth that you're creating? Are you investing it? Do you need help understanding what you should be doing with it? And even obviously some pointers on what you could be doing to maybe make some cuts, which is interesting because we were talking last Thursday during Business Planning Clinic, and you'll hear Gary talk about making cuts, the infamous minus 25 times 3, which the minus 25 is if you can identify 25% of your budget that if you needed to, you would cut it. He recommends you should just cut it. Because if you're like, if I had to, I would. So maybe you should. And here's the other thing. When Gary has that conversation about cutting your budget, he's not talking about your business budget. He's talking about the budget at home. Provided the business budget, those were all great decisions, right? You decided to send all these checks to all these aggregators or aggravators, whatever you want to call them. All of our business decisions were fantastic because we made them of sound mind and body. He's actually talking about going to the household budget first and maybe adjusting that a little bit, right? Because if work is essential to fund all of it, and then the tools we have for work must have been important at some point. What did we get away from, right? What do we used to do that worked so well that we just stopped doing it? So if there's tools at work that need to be questioned and play a little red light, green light, by all means do that. But when you're initially going into your budget to make cuts, you should be looking at home first. Are there creature comforts at home that you really at this point can't afford to have around, only for the fact that you're spending money on, and everybody did this. It's a great example. I know it was 6 years ago, but it's a perfect example. When COVID hit, everybody got every streaming subscription. And nobody wanted commercials. So everybody got every streaming subscription plus, right? No commercials. I can watch it. Like 17 people can be watching it once. Everybody can watch it in 8K. That was very important. Is that important anymore? So those are the questions to ask yourself. What can you cut at home right now that doesn't make any sense? And then, of course, go through your investments at work. What did you invest in for work? And do those still make sense? Because some of them might go by the wayside. But I think we hear Gary talking about making budget cuts, and we inherently think, oh, he must mean at the office. You should go home first. Make sure the budget at home, because that's what you're trying to fund. And if you're on the struggle bus at work, or things are lean at work or whatever, then you're just trying to push that rock uphill. So the home budget, make the adjustments there first. And then if you truly have things at work that need to go, but I would argue all the things at work are important. They might just be underutilized. Maybe that's it. That's just one of the many conversations you might have with Matthew Erdman. Wealthy Agent webinar, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock every day after we do KW Breakthrough Club, after we have our conversations, after we do our business building. We talk about what we did or didn't do this morning or in the last 24 hours. And today at noon, I will ask you those 3 lead indicators. Did you have conversations and interactions that you're excited about? Did you set appointments to sit with buyers, sellers, and investors? And then above and beyond that, the third most important one, did you have agreements signed? Did you sign a buyer into your business, a seller into your business, or a purchase and sale to put somebody under contract? Those 3 lead indicators, that's our pipeline. That tells you how you're doing. When we talk about 90 days out, because tomorrow we're going to be talking about, wait for it, tomorrow is going to be October. Tomorrow is going to be October. No, I apologize. Tomorrow is going to be September 29th. We're super close though. When we get back next week, when we get back on Monday, carry the 4, divide by, what's it going to be, October 4th? Alexa, what is 90 days from July 6th? It's going to be October 4th. October 4th. Next Monday will be October 4th. So we're doing these. Now she's fighting with, thank you, Alexa, thank you. She heard me say Monday's October 4th, and she's like, actually, it's July 6th. All right, I need you to stop talking. I know you can't hear her, but she's hassling me. She's berating me. Every woman in my life. All right, I think she's done. And they're trying to get me to download SZA's new album. I'll get that later. Anyway, we've got to remember all the activities in Q3 are results for Q5. So whatever you start doing when you get back from the 4th, that's results for October, November, December. So, and I'm not saying that we don't have those 3 months. Like working hard in Q4 is important too. And this is where people start to tail off, right? Well, everything I do in Q4 is just going to happen in Q1 of 27 because there's no Q5. We checked. I double checked. And yet we should still keep working because people start to tail off during the holidays. And then you wonder why you have a slow first quarter. That's why. And it's not that you can't take massive chunks of time to be with your family at the holidays. It's not that you shouldn't be completely punched out. This is one of those weekends coming up, by the way, kids. This is one of those weekends, 4th of July weekend. We are closed on Friday for the 3rd. If you are taking this whole week off and into next week, whatever time you're taking, take it. Because this is one of those weekends people punch out. No one's going to be offended you're not having an open house. And if you have no appointment set because you intend to be with your family, firing off popsicles and eating fireworks, I know I said it wrong. I'm making sure you're listening. Then go be with your family. And when you get back next week, should you get back next week, let's get back to work. One of the easiest conversational blueprints that we have next week is, I was thinking about you over the weekend. How was your 4th? I'm so sorry it's been so long. Because they haven't called you, I know. Timmy, I can't call Julie. She hasn't called me. Whoever calls first wins. And all you have to do is ask her about her 4th of July. What did you do for the 4th? It doesn't need to be a glamorous answer. It needs to be an answer. And she's going to tell you they lost their dog. She's going to tell you they flew out to Portland, Oregon to go visit her aunt who's sick. She's going to tell you they hosted everybody and she would have loved to have seen you, but she thought you died because you haven't called her in 5 years. I don't know what the answer is. But I know what an easy conversation is. Call all of your people starting today. You could call today and ask, what are you doing for the 4th? And then on the other side of it, how was your 4th? You could have the how was your 4th of July conversation for 2 full weeks. Everybody always complains, like, when do people stop saying Happy New Year, right? Because people say Happy New Year. It's like February, it's like Valentine's Day. People, as soon as you hit a major holiday, I think it stops. But people say Happy New Year for almost 3 to 4 weeks, the entirety of January. I don't have an issue with it. My point is, when can you stop asking people about their 4th of July? I don't know. Couple weeks out? What are they going to talk about? They're going to talk about where they went to the lake or they went to the Cape or wherever. And they rent it, or the place they usually rent actually doesn't rent anymore because it got purchased by somebody else, whatever. Maybe they start the conversation, or maybe they had the conversation over the 4th. It's time for us to buy something here. We come all the time. We love it. Wouldn't it be great to have some ownership on this waterfront? And you don't get to be part of that conversation if you don't call and say, hey, what are you doing for the 4th? Or, hey, how was your 4th? The blessing of what we do is everyone wants to talk about real estate. The ease of what we do is we get to talk to the people that we know and love and trust and find out what's going on with them. The difficulty with what we do is we insert our ego, and we are afraid that we are bothering people. We are afraid we're going to be salesy. Just have a conversation. This is a absolutely exacerbated weekend. We always talk about, like, yeah, as soon as Halloween hits, you're gonna Halloween and Chicken Giving and Christmas and Hanukkah and New Year's, that stretch, that late fall stretch into all the holidays, you see a lot of people then. But if you're starting your weekend tomorrow, I'd love that for you if you are, by the way. If you're starting your weekend tomorrow or maybe Thursday, if you're heading up to the lake right now, there's going to be fireworks and cookouts and going out on the boat and going to the beach. The amount of people you're going to see over the next 7 days is monumental. And it could be a catalyst for the conversations that change the trajectory of your Q3 and your Q4. So don't shy away from conversations about real estate. Don't, oh, I won't say anything because nobody wants to talk business. The business we're in, everyone wants to talk about. And I trust that you are probably the lone professional voice in your circle of friends and or your family in that backyard this weekend. And the amount of influence you have over the people that you know and love and trust to guide them to a decision that they make is pretty powerful. So be comfortable putting down your plate of potato salad and saying, actually, you know what? Here are the real numbers. Or this is why that happens. Or here's the opportunity and what it looks like, as opposed to letting, and I know I pick on him all the time, fat Uncle Tony with his plate of mac salad, 2 burgers, and 3 dogs. And I'm not making a fat joke. I mean, come on. And he watches some cable news, so he's suddenly going to dominate the conversation. And the only reason he'll dominate the conversation is because you are choosing to stay quiet. I challenge you to not do that this holiday weekend. This holiday weekend is all about freedom. This holiday weekend is all about the American dream. This holiday weekend is about people having something of their own. And we say it every time we get together for our meetings. Our job is to expand the opportunity for home ownership. And we do that through conversation and knowledge and being a trusted resource when the topic comes up. If I can help, let me know. It is 603-834-2856. You can also book my face at meetwithcoach.com. I'll see you in and around the Market Center and the internet. Have a great day.